Nupu Sharma and I'm the editor of Op India. Today we are here to answer a very important question. If Abdul can discriminate, why can't we? At the heart of this issue, there are two important discussions that we need to hold. One is the recent debate about the call to boycott halal products, and the other is the outrage where certain Hindus are being arrested for saying that they would not prefer to hire Muslims or buy produce like vegetables and fruits from Muslim vendors. For a very long time, there have been undercurrents where Hindus have preferred to hire Hindus and Muslims have preferred to hire Muslims. However, after the coronavirus pandemic, where several videos emerged showing Muslim vendors being extremely unhygienic, willingly, deliberately, or otherwise, with their produce, a lot of Hindus have come out in the open and said that they will not buy their produce from Muslim vendors. Both these issues have created a furor, and there has been a lot of outrage surrounding these issues. So we need to answer the question why this outrage has happened from sections of the Muslim community and how these two issues are related. Firstly, what is halal? So when a product is certified halal, when it's a non-vegetarian product, meaning when it's meat, it requires that from cutting to cleaning to packaging, everybody involved in the process is a Muslim. No Hindus are allowed at all. In fact, not just that. When the meat is cut, halal requires that the Islamic shahada, the Islamic prayer is recited while cutting the animal for meat. Essentially, it's for often by the Muslims. It's required that no Hindus are involved in the process at all. This itself is an extremely discriminatory process. Secondly, there are also halal certified vegetarian products like atta and maida. Now, since there is no cutting and cleaning involved, when it comes to vegetarian products, the companies that want to include the halal certified mark on their packet of atta or packet of maida or whatever the produce is, they have to essentially make a contribution. The business has to make a contribution to the Islamic certification authority. It's like jizya, where during the rule of Babur or Tipu Sultan or Aurangzeb or whoever, Kafirs had to pay a special tax. And this certification process for vegetarian products is nothing but that. After understanding the process, there were several Hindus who called for boycott of halal products and contested that Hindus should go for jhatka products, jhatka meat. This led to outrage, and there's a portal called Mini Gazette, which is a Muslim-centric portal. They put out a statement saying that the call to boycott halal is Islamophobia because it's a dietary preference of the Muslim community, and hence any call to boycott halal products or any call that says that halal certification should be abolished, etc., is discriminatory in nature. First and foremost, this is not a dietary preference because your dietary preference does not need the recitation of the Islamic shahada. It can be my dietary preference that I want to eat rice and not roti. But if it is my preference that I need to hail Jesus or hail Lord Ram or hail the Islamic God, before I consume that food, it becomes a religious preference and not a dietary preference. So let's get that out of the way. Further, it has to be mentioned that in the halal process, the most discriminated section of the society are the Dalits, the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, because they are the ones who are mainly involved in the meat industry. So this entire process is aimed at monopolizing the meat industry to a large extent because businesses who want to cater to Muslims as well have to take the halal certificate. So we've established that this entire process is extremely discriminatory and bigoted in nature, and the boycott of a bigoted process cannot be called Islamophobia or bigoted in any way. Now we come to the second issue at hand. A lot of Hindus have started saying that they won't be hiring Muslim employees or buying their produce from Muslim vendors. This also has been called Islamophobic and bigoted. In fact, it has gone a step further. A few days ago, a businessman was arrested from Chennai for allegedly saying that he will not be hiring any Muslims in his business. This led to huge hue and cry. In fact, it was celebrated by the Muslim community and it was slammed by the Hindu community. But we need to understand one thing. If Abdul can be discriminatory, why can't we? So let's get to the crux of the issue. If halal certification is legal, then business establishments also have the right to deny employment to Muslims on the basis of their religion. If one sort of discrimination is legal, the other sort of discrimination by default has to be legal. If the Muslim community can encourage the employment of Muslims in the meat industry, exclusively of Muslims in the meat industry, then non-Muslims too have the right to encourage business establishments to hire only Hindus and not Muslims. If Abdul can discriminate, so can we. For instance, if a Hindu decides to not accept deliveries from a Muslim vendor, from a Muslim delivery boy, say from Zomato or one of these food delivery outlets, there is absolutely, the state has no right to tell the customer that he is indulging in illegal behavior, because every time anybody from the Muslim community insists that they will consume only halal products, they are indulging in the exact same bigotry and the exact same discrimination. Hence, if Abdul can discriminate, so can we. On that note, I would like to make 2 or 3 brief points. 1. Halal is discriminatory. Halal requires the exclusive involvement of Muslims, and when the exclusive involvement of Muslims is not possible, like in the veg produce department, they require Hindu companies pay a jizya to the Islamic Certification Council. This process is discriminatory and bigoted because it discriminates against any Hindu who wants to enter the meat market. 2. This bigotry and this discrimination is legalized by every country in the world, including India. This is legalized bigotry against Hindus. 3. If this bigotry is legal, and if this is a choice that the Muslim community is allowed to make legally, then the right of the Hindu community, whether it's a business which is owned by Hindus or by individual Hindus, to A, boycott halal, and B, as long as halal is existing, as long as the process of halal exists, to insist that they do not want to hire Muslims in their businesses, or they do not want to purchase their product from Muslims, or they do not want to take food delivery from Muslims, should also be legal. India is a so-called secular country, where supposedly every community is supposed to have the same rights and the same laws that govern them. However, as N.M. Talib said, this is dictatorship of the minority. The fact remains that you cannot give a free pass to the Muslim community to indulge in legal bigotry and take away the same right from the Hindu community. On that note, I end this video and I urge you to ensure that you buy jhatka meat, not buy halal meat. And when I can't
Please like and subscribe. Thank you.
It is illegal